ladies and gentlemen. In our fast-pacing world, it's easy to feel like life is happening to us rather than for us. We may face challenges, obstacles, and distractions that seem beyond our control. But here's the truth. The one thing you have absolute control over is your mind. The key to mastering your life is learning to control your thoughts, because your mind shapes your reality. But your mind shapes your reality. The mind is a remarkable force, often underestimated in its capacity to shape our lives. It's not just a tool for processing information. It is the very foundation of our reality. Think about it. Every action we take, every decision we make, and every goal we set starts with a thought. This makes the mind the most powerful tool we possess. However, too often we neglect the power of the mind because we fail to recognize this true potential. Then the mind doesn't just react to life, it creates it. Our thoughts influence our emotions, behaviors, and ultimately our outcomes. And so we can actually influence our emotions, behaviors, and ultimately our outcomes. When we talk about controlling the mind, it's not about suppression or forceful control, it's about direction. Your thoughts can either guide you toward growth and success, or they can hold you back in a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. The first step in mastering your mind is recognizing that it can either work for you or against you. It's important to understand that your mind is not neutral. It has a bias towards survival, and often that manifests in fear, caution, and resistance to change. But if left unchecked, these natural tendencies can lead to stagnation, missed opportunities, and frustration. That's why understanding the power of the mind requires recognizing that you have the ability to direct its energy. Consider the way our thoughts shape our beliefs. What we believe about ourselves, our circumstances, and the world around us directly influences how we act. If you believe that you are capable of achieving something great, your mind will align with that belief and begin to seek out opportunities, resources, and strategies to make it happen. However, if you hold the belief that success is out of reach, your mind will focus on the barriers and difficulties, convincing you that your dreams are impossible. In both cases, the outcome is influenced not by the circumstances, but by the thoughts you've allowed to dominate your mind. This shows that your mind is a powerful force in creating the reality you experience. And the mind has an innate ability to generate endless thoughts, some empowering, some limiting, and it's this continuous flow of thought that creates the quality of your life. Your thoughts can paint a picture of success and progress, or they can trap you in a mental cycle of negativity and fear. But here's the crucial point. You have the power to choose which thoughts to nurture and which to dismiss. This is not a passive process, it's an active practice. The more you exercise your ability to control your thoughts, the more you begin to shift the course of your life. When we understand the power of the mind, we also understand that it is the starting point of every change we seek. Personal transformation begins with transforming the mind. This doesn't mean changing who you are. It means shifting how you think. Once you start to control your mind, you begin to take control of your actions, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. The mind is the engine that drives your life forward, and if you can learn to control it, you will have the ability to unlock infinite possibilities for your future. Across more than 54 countries, I have tapped into the power of the human mind. Discipline is often viewed as a rigid set of rules, but in the context of controlling the mind, discipline takes on a deeper, more transformative role. It's not just about adhering to external standards. It's about cultivating an inner strength that allows you to consistently focus on your goals, make purposeful decisions, and maintain control over your thoughts, especially when external circumstances are difficult or chaotic. Discipline, when applied to the mind, means training yourself to think in ways that align with your best interests, regardless of distractions or temptations. It's about creating a mental environment where your focus is unshakable and your energy is directed toward what truly matters. Discipline. At its core, discipline in the mind is the ability to control your impulses and reactions. Every day we are faced with countless distractions, temptations, and impulses that try to divert our attention away from what matters. Whether it's the lure of social media, negative thought patterns, or the constant bombardment of information, our minds are continuously tested. The disciplined mind, however, recognizes these distractions for what they are: temporary, fleeting moments that do not serve a larger purpose. It allows us to choose whether or not to engage with them. Discipline gives us the strength to remain focused on our long-term vision rather than giving in to the short-term desires that might feel good in the moment, but ultimately lead us away from our goals. True discipline is also about consistency. It's not enough to control your thoughts for a day or a week. Discipline requires a commitment to consistently redirecting your focus and managing your mental energy. This consistency is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. It's the repeated choice to reject procrastination, to say no to distractions, and to stay the course even when the road gets tough. The mind can be easily swayed by emotions, doubts, and external influences, but discipline allows you to stay anchored in your purpose, no matter the obstacles that arise. Another critical aspect of mental discipline is decision-making. Every moment you are making decisions, often unconsciously, about where to focus your attention and energy. Your mind constantly evaluates situations, weighing the pros and cons of different choices. And this process can either be controlled or left to chance. Without discipline, you might find yourself making decisions based on momentary desires or external pressure rather than on your values and long-term objectives. However, with discipline, you can train your mind to make decisions that are in line with your personal goals and values. The more disciplined you become in your thinking, the more capable you are of making clear, purposeful choices that lead to lasting success. Furthermore, discipline in the mind allows you to build resilience. Life is full of setbacks and challenges, and it's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned. However, a disciplined mind doesn't allow temporary failures to define its path. Instead, it views setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. With mental discipline, you can bounce back from adversity stronger and more determined than ever. This resilience is what keeps you moving forward when others might quit or lose hope. It's the internal strength to rise above circumstances and continue working toward your goals despite temporary difficulties. In addition to all these factors, discipline in the mind requires emotional control. Our emotions can be powerful forces, influencing our thoughts and behaviors in ways that might not always serve us well. When we let our emotions dictate our actions, we often make rash decisions, react impulsively, and lose sight of our goals. But a disciplined mind doesn't allow emotions to control it. Instead, it allows emotions to be acknowledged and processed, but it doesn't let them dictate actions. By developing this emotional awareness and control, you can maintain focus even in emotionally charged situations. Discipline helps you stay grounded in your values, even when emotions run high. Planning and discipline is crucial. Ultimately, the role of discipline in controlling the mind is about creating a structured, focused approach to thinking and acting. It requires a commitment to consistency, emotional control, clear decision-making, and resilience in the face of adversity. Through disciplined thinking, you can train your mind to work in alignment with your greatest aspirations, and you will find that the more disciplined your mind becomes, the more your life transforms in the direction of your dreams. Gratitude is the greatest aspiration, and you will find that the more disciplined your mind becomes, the more your life transforms in the direction of your dreams. The quality of your thoughts directly influences the quality of your life. What you think, you become. Your mind constantly generates thoughts, and these thoughts shape your emotions, your actions, and ultimately the results you get. The idea of positive thinking isn't just a motivational slogan, it's a profound truth about how the mind works and how it can be directed towards success and fulfillment. Let's clear all limitations of manifestation on your mind and matter. Let's clear any limitations of manifestation. Positive thinking goes beyond just looking on the bright side. It's about intentionally shaping your mindset to focus on possibilities, solutions, and growth, even in the face of challenges. When you practice positive thinking, you are not ignoring reality or pretending that life is perfect. Rather, you are choosing to focus on the positive aspects of your circumstances, no matter how difficult they may seem. Positive thinking helps you approach life with a mindset of possibility, not limitation. Instead of looking at problems as insurmountable obstacles, a positive mindset helps you view them as opportunities for growth, learning, and improvement. Step number 13. This shift in perception is incredibly powerful because it changes how you respond to life's challenges. You stop reacting with fear, stress, or frustration, and instead, you start reacting with curiosity, resilience, and a solution-oriented approach. One of the most significant impacts of positive thinking is its ability to reframe challenges. Life is filled with ups and downs, and it's inevitable that you will face hardships along the way. However, with a positive mindset, you have the power to choose how you respond to these difficulties. Rather than dwelling on the negative aspects or feeling overwhelmed by the situation, you can focus on how to solve the problem, what lessons can be learned, and how you can grow from the experience. This is not about blind optimism, but about recognizing that challenges are a natural part of life, and with the right mindset, you can overcome them and even thrive in the process. Positive thinking also plays a crucial role in building self-confidence. The way you think about yourself determines how you show up in the world. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, capable enough, or deserving of success, your mind will reinforce those beliefs and your actions will follow suit. On the other hand, when you consistently affirm your strengths, abilities, and potential, you begin to shape your identity around the belief that you are capable of achieving greatness. Positive thinking helps you trust in your own abilities, even when faced with uncertainty, because you know that you have the strength and resourcefulness to overcome challenges.